So hello everyone, in today's video we are going to talk the data types we do have in the JavaScript. So normally we do have a primitive data type, the object data type and the array data type. So like what is this primitive data type? So the fundamental data type that is directly supported by the programming language and it's being composed of like it's not being composed of other data types is called something primitive data type. So normally we do have, let us consider the first one. We do have let number is equal to 5. So here we are having some numeric value and we are storing that value in a variable that is number. So that's a kind of number data type. In the second one we have let string is equal to hello world, and in this we are storing the string data type in a variable name as string. So basically like string is a combination of characters, and moving to the third one, that's a boolean data type. So in the boolean we do have true or false. We do have only two values over there, and in the next one that is the undefined value. And in JavaScript we do have some like special data type that is something called undefined, and like when we do not provide any value to some variable, by default JavaScript automatically defines that as undefined. And at last we do have null value, and null value just simply means null, it's nothing more than that. And then after we would be shifting towards the object data type. So in the object data type we do have something called key and we do have something called value. So it store the data in the form of key value pair, and it's being one of the derived data type from the JavaScript. And at last we do have array, that is also one of the derived data type from the JavaScript. So basically in other languages you can just store one similar kind of data type, but when we are working with JavaScript, or when we are working with I would like to take one more programming language over here, that's Python. So like you can add multiple kind of data types in the same array, and that's why I truly love when I work with JavaScript and all. So that's another part. So by the way, we do have array and we can store different values over here. Like in this case, we can also store the string values over here. That is, let's suppose we want to store hello. Let's suppose we want to store some decimal values, that is 3.5. Let's suppose we want to store some boolean values, that is false or true. And over there, we are just printing the console.log. That is the way we do display the output in JavaScript. We do use console.log, and we are doing type of number, so it would just give the data type that this variable holds. So in this we have number, and the data type that it holds is number. In the second one it's a string, and the data type that it holds is string. In the third one it's a boolean, and the data type that it holds is boolean. And in the undefined one it's undefined. And when we are working with something called null object, by default when we are checking the data type of this null value, we get something called object. And that's a weird thing in JavaScript because there's some kind of historical reasons, and due to this when you check the value of null value, you would get something like object. In my case, like you would be wondering that why didn't it is null over that. So that's how the thing work when we check the data type of null value in JavaScript. And you can do a bit research on that, and if you wanna read more on that, you can read as well. Now at last there are two values that are being left. So that's the object one. When we are checking the data type of object, we can see that's the object. And at last we have the array. So we need to check what data type it does holds. So like as I've said, it's not a primitive data type. So the way we do check this one is array dot is array, and we are checking this array. I think, yeah, we have used this over here, and it gives us true if it's array data type, or it gives false if it is if it is not the array data type. And with that, these are the all basic info that comes up with the data types in JavaScript.